Robert Chen has been on this ice for 3 hours. His core temperature has dropped to 94 degrees. His hands won't stop shaking. He has one flare left, and he can hear something in the distance. This might be his last chance. This is Lake Athabasca in northern Saskatchewan. For 40 years, Robert Chen has guided fishermen across these frozen waters. At 62, he knows the ice better than most people know their own neighborhoods. But on this morning in early March, that knowledge might not be enough. The winter has been unusual. Warm fronts have pushed through Saskatchewan weeks earlier than normal. The ice that should be 2 feet thick is weakening from below. Robert has noticed the signs: water pooling on the surface. He plans a short scouting trip, just a few hours. He tells his wife he'll be back by lunch. There's a beauty to the lake in winter that few people understand. The silence is absolute. The horizon stretches endlessly in every direction. For Robert, this is meditation. This is home. He's guided hundreds of tourists through these same motions. Drill the hole, set the line, wait for the lake to decide what it will give you. The first crack sounds like a gunshot. Robert freezes. He knows that sound. He's heard it before from the safety of shore, but now he's standing on top of it. The second crack comes faster. Spiderweb patterns race across the ice beneath his boots. He has seconds to decide: run for his snowmobile or stay still. He chooses to run. The ice collapses beneath him. The water of Lake Athabasca in March is 32 degrees, cold enough to stop your heart, cold enough to paralyze your muscles in 60 seconds. Robert plunges 6 feet down. The shock hits him like electricity. His gear is pulling him deeper. His snowmobile crashes through behind him, narrowly missing his head. 5:45 to 6:20. Every survival instinct Robert has learned screams at him to move. Underwater, he kicks off his heavy boots. They were pulling him down. He can see light above, but the current under the ice is pushing him away from the hole. His lungs are burning. His winter coat is soaked, impossibly heavy. He claws toward the light. He breaks the surface, gasping. But this is just the beginning. The ice around the hole is unstable. Every time he tries to pull himself up, it breaks away in his hands. Chunks of ice the size of dinner plates float around him. On his fourth attempt, he finds solid ice. Using his fishing rod as leverage, he drags his body onto the surface. He lies there, chest heaving, water streaming from his clothes. Robert is now in a fight against time and physics. Hypothermia begins the moment you enter cold water. At his age, the danger is even greater. His body is already shaking violently, trying to generate heat. But every shiver burns calories he can't replace. His snowmobile is gone. His phone was in the waterproof compartment. His emergency radio was strapped to the seat. All of it, 20 feet under the ice. He takes inventory. His tackle box survived. His fishing rod. A small knife on his belt. His lighter, miraculously still in his vest pocket. And the vest itself, bright orange, visible from a distance. Robert's hypothermia is progressing. He can feel it in his thinking, slightly slower, slightly fuzzy. He knows he has maybe 2 hours before the confusion becomes dangerous, before he starts making fatal mistakes. His first signal is simple. He arranges his brightest fishing lures in a straight line on the ice. Neon yellow, fluorescent orange, reflective silver. From the ground, it looks pitiful, but from the air, he hopes, it might catch a pilot's eye. He knows the search patterns. The local air ambulance does routine patrols along the lake's southern edge. If they fly their usual route, they might pass within a mile of his position. But a mile might as well be 100. He needs something bigger. His fingers are clumsy now, the fine motor control fading. He cuts open his orange life vest, spreads the material across the ice. The bright fabric stands out against the white. But is it enough? Robert can't tell anymore. His judgment is slipping. This is one of hypothermia's cruelest tricks. As your body shuts down, your mind follows. The cold is winning. Robert can feel it in his core, a deep ache that's spreading. His shaking has become less violent. That should worry him. He knows it should. Less shaking means his body is giving up, conserving its last resources for vital organs. He finds 3 emergency flares in his vest pocket. He'd forgotten they were there. His hands fumble with the first one. It takes him 4 tries to light it. Then he hears it, faint but unmistakable. The rhythmic thump of helicopter blades. Robert's heart surges. He lights a second flare, holds it high, waves his arms. The sound grows louder, closer. The helicopter appears on the horizon, a small black dot against the gray sky. Robert waves the flare desperately. The helicopter passes, 300 yards to the north. It doesn't turn. Robert sinks to his knees. The flare burns out. The helicopter sound fades into the distance. He has one flare left, but there's no point. No other aircraft are scheduled today. He knows this. He knows these routes. He lies down on the ice. The cold doesn't feel so bad anymore. That's the final stage. When the cold feels warm. When giving up feels like rest. But the pilot saw something. Not the flares. Not the orange vest. A thin wisp of smoke from Robert's failed attempt to build a signal fire 20 minutes earlier. Just a trace, but enough. The helicopter banks hard, circling back. The pilot radios his crew. Possible person on ice. Robert doesn't hear them coming. He's drifting, eyes closed. The downdraft from the rotors hits him like a slap. The rescue crew works fast. They've trained for this. The basket comes down. 2 paramedics descend with it. They wrap Robert in thermal blankets, check his vitals. His core temperature is 94 degrees. Moderate hypothermia. Another hour and they would have been too late. They strap him into the basket. Robert looks up at them, tries to speak. No words come, just tears, freezing on his cheeks. 3 days later, Robert Chen sits in a hospital bed in Fort McMurray. His fingers are bandaged, minor frostbite. His wife holds his hand. She hasn't left his side. The rescue pilot comes to visit. He brings Robert's fishing rod, recovered by a dive team. Robert thanks him, his voice hoarse. The pilot shakes his head and says it was the smoke. Just the smallest wisp of smoke. Robert will never guide on Lake Athabasca again. Not because he's afraid, but because he's learned what the lake was trying to teach him all along. Respect isn't about experience. It's about understanding how small you are, how quickly things can change. He spent 40 years thinking he knew the ice. It took 3 hours to realize the ice would never be truly knowable. The lake gives, and the lake takes. On that March morning, it gave. Every year, dozens of ice fishermen fall through weakening ice. Many don't survive. Robert's rescue came down to luck, preparation, and a pilot who saw smoke from 3 miles away. If you're going out on the ice, tell someone where you'll be. Check the ice thickness. Wear a life vest. Carry emergency signals. The lake is beautiful. The lake is unforgiving. Respect both truths.